What's up, Call of Duty fans? Welcome back to my channel, GAMERTHEPRO. As a Warzone player, you've probably been frustrated with the recent crashing issues that have been plaguing the game. Whether you're grinding through ranked matches or just trying to get into a quick game, these crashes during the loading screens have been a real pain, and unfortunately, it's caused some players to get penalized unfairly. Well, we've got some news for you. Relief is on the way. Raven Software, the developer behind Warzone, has issued a temporary fix, but there's still a lot to unpack about what's going on and how it's been affecting players. So, let's dive into the details. As of January 6th, 2025, players started reporting that their Warzone games were freezing or outright crashing during the loading screens, and for some, that meant facing penalties for leaving a match early, even though they didn't have any control over it. Imagine grinding out your skill rating, SR, putting in hours of work, only for a glitch to boot you out and then penalize you on top of that. It's frustrating, right? And on top of that, players were getting stuck in a loop, unable to rejoin a match, or having to wait for minutes just to get back into the action. This issue didn't just appear out of nowhere. Warzone has been facing a series of bugs and problems for months now. From matchmaking going offline in December after an accidental update to reports of cheating issues and other glitches popping up, 2024 was a rocky year for the Call of Duty franchise. And just when players thought they were going to get a smooth ride into 2025, the crashing bug showed up, throwing everything off balance once again. So, what did Raven Software do about it? On January 9th, they announced a temporary fix on Twitter, where they confirmed that they would suspend skill rating penalties and timeouts for players who disconnect before joining a ranked match. That's right, if your game crashes and you get booted before the match even begins, you won't get penalized anymore. While this doesn't solve the underlying issue of the crashes themselves, it at least makes sure that players aren't unfairly punished for something that's completely out of their control. Before this update, players who experienced these crashes could lose hard-earned SR points and face time penalties, which just added to the frustration. If you've ever been hit with an early leaving penalty, you know how much that can sting, especially when you're just trying to play and the game itself isn't cooperating. This move from Raven Software is definitely a step in the right direction, but it's still just a temporary solution. Now, we still don't have a permanent fix for this glitch just yet. Raven Software is actively investigating the issue, and while the problem is being tracked on their public bug board, it remains unresolved. And while players are happy to see the penalties lifted for now, let's be real, the issue is still far from fixed. Warzone has already faced a lot of scrutiny over bugs, cheating problems, and match issues over the past months. And this new glitch is just another thing to add to that list. Fans are understandably frustrated, especially those who rely on ranked play for competitive progression. And let's not forget about the frustration that comes with a game this popular constantly being in a state of bug fixing. Call of Duty is one of the biggest gaming franchises in the world, so when these technical issues pile up, it not only affects casual players, but the competitive scene as well. Players who are trying to climb the SR ranks or participate in tournaments are especially at the mercy of these bugs, and it's tough when you can't rely on a smooth gameplay experience. While we wait for a more permanent solution, the temporary suspension of penalties is a silver lining. But let's be real. Players deserve a fully functional game. Raven Software has their hands full at the moment, and fans are hoping that the new year brings not just bug fixes, but a more stable and smooth experience overall. Hopefully in the coming weeks, we'll see these issues ironed out, and Warzone will be back to its explosive best. So if you've been struggling with crashes, just know that Raven is aware of the issue and working on a fix. In the meantime, let's keep our fingers crossed for a more seamless 2025. If you're still dealing with these bugs, let us know in the comments how it's been affecting your gameplay experience and what you hope to see fixed next. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on Warzone. Stay frosty, soldiers. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.